Let's start with a question. What do you think the most complex object is? Let me assure you, the answer is in your head, literally. That's because it is the human brain. The most complex networks, the most powerful systems cannot match it. Changing that is the ultimate goal of artificial intelligence. It is not about building a robot, but creating a computer mind that can think like a human. But there are many steps along the way. So-called narrow AI systems are already everywhere, from Apple's Siri to Facebook's friend recommendations. It's in our cars, our homes, the financial markets. And narrow AI has been around for years, doing one specific task better than any human. The supercomputer Watson beat the two human world Jeopardy champions back in 2011. But ask it to play poker, it wouldn't know what to do. It couldn't learn a new game for itself. It couldn't think as a human. So we come back to the challenge that some say is the danger of creating an artificial general intelligence, a computer mind that thinks like a human, that improves, that learns, that can even exceed human levels of intelligence. Some predict we could see it by the year 2050, others even sooner than that, if it is even possible. It's a race worth billions. Some say it will save humanity, others say it could destroy us. Either way, if and when it happens, the world will be changed forever.
So think of the sensors as the car's eyes and ears, but with eyes that can see far off into the distance and 360 degrees around the car. And the great thing about having all these sensors is that they can talk to each other and get cross-checked information about the environment. So while we take in a ton of information using our sensors, it's our software that really processes all of this and differentiates between objects. All these objects are visible on the laptop that the safety drivers use while testing the vehicles. Based on what the vehicle senses and processes, these objects will be represented by different colored boxes. Cyclists will be red, pedestrians yellow, and the vehicles will appear as either green or pink. These boxes demonstrate the processing that takes place within the software. And think about the complexity here. People look different, cars have different shapes and sizes, yet despite these nuances, the software needs to classify these objects appropriately based on factors like their shape, movement pattern, or location. For example, if there's a cyclist in the bike lane, the vehicle understands that this is a cyclist, not another object like a car or a pedestrian, so the cyclist appears as a red box on the safety driver's laptop. And the software can also detect the cyclist's hand signal and yield to them appropriately.
What's the weather?
Okay, here's the weather for today.
What's 20 times 15 minus 8?
292.
When does the Home Depot close?
I found 15 places named the Home Services at the Home Depot on State Route 440, Jersey City is open today from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
What's Tesla's stock price?
Tesla is up $21.61 today.
How tall is the Empire State Building?
Empire State Building is 1,250 feet tall.
How far is it to the moon?
The distance from the Earth to the Moon is about 251,413 miles.
Saumba Chan works at a warehouse picking orders from miles of shelves. And this is his co-worker.
I'll call him Wally.
It's a robot powered by artificial intelligence. And he isn't alone. Doctors are beginning to rely on AI for diagnosing disease. Machines are taking the wheel from truck drivers, and chefs are handing their ladles to robotic line cooks.
It doesn't matter whether you're working in a factory or sitting at a desk or working in the service sector. If you're doing something that is fundamentally routine and predictable, that job is ultimately going to be threatened by machine learning.
Will work ever be the same, or are we heading towards a jobless future?
Death by science fiction, on the other hand, is fun. And one of the things that worries me most about the development of AI at this point is that we seem unable to marshal an appropriate emotional response to the dangers that lie ahead. A full-scale nuclear war, a global pandemic, an asteroid impact.
Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
Reports of gunfire in sections 5, 7, and 8.
Okay, fire it up.
Please request all available scouts to be mobilized immediately.
Destination or task.
Helipad. Yep. Hey, 22. Just watch yourself this time, man.
Affirmative.
One that represents the end of crime. The end of corruption. Go, go! Up against the wall!
On the ground, all targets neutralized.
And the start of the rebirth of our city. Welcome to the world's first robotic police force.
Google's plan at the beginning was to build an AI supercomputer to control reality.
Right. Well, that's basically what Stuart Russell was talking about as well, is that the AI that we have is like Siri or like Google, where what it is it's kind of taking all this data and figuring out how to be a more perfect source of information.
We are building the AI. It is us.
Exactly. That's how it learns. That's how the robots learn, is they observe us and they see what's beneficial to us.
My God, we're building robots that are like us. We're really in trouble.
Well, I mean, we are programs, you know.
Biological androids, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we have the ability to observe our environment and say, you know, my tribe is cold, so I'm going to knit a sweater, or I'm going to build a fire, or I'm going to, you know, that's what we do. We build these things, and so we are creating this AI system.
Just like we built InfoWars to fight the New World Order.
Absolutely. And so that's what it is that we can't be afraid of what our human abilities are going to do, but we also cannot stand down and let, you know, John Connor build the Terminator.
We have to fight exactly to build a free and open system and take it away from the technocrats that are just telling us the way it's going to be. And that's what this conference was about.
Exactly, because it doesn't exist yet. They just want us to believe that it's done.
That's how you control reality. They tell us this is what it is, and then we just accept it.
Right.
First, they deny it's happening, so we're not involved in changing how they build it, for the good. Now they just say, oh, this is the way it is.
Right.
Humans are obsolete. You're over. That's what the Borg say. You're obsolete. You will be assimilated. Submit now. No.
Right.
We're not going to just surrender because Tokyo Rose said it was over.
Right. Imagine if people had listened to you 20 years ago when you were talking to them about surveillance and being spied on through your lights and this and that. Imagine if people had gave a darn 20 years ago, this NSA surveillance program wouldn't have gotten to where it is now. But it's just a year or so ago that, oh, it's out in the open, it's everywhere. And now they're actually selling it to you as the Internet of Things, as this great thing. Yeah, it is. We are spying on you everywhere. And it's smart of you to get it.